Bismillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulullah. Business is exciting but also overwhelming. And in today's information world, there's a lot of information out there. People are even confused on which path to follow. We have a lot of strategy, formulas, framework, a lot of information outside for businesses. We don't even know which path to dwell in or which path to flow. But I believe in starting smarter when you are going to business, not just harder. And that means the foundation and the beginning of your business must have a right mindset. I mean, your mind must be set because if your mind is not set well before you start your business will struggle. If your lifestyle is not organized, or if your lifestyle is not well set to some extent, then it's going to affect your business. You need to have a clear strategy and at the same time a strong spiritual foundation before you go along in improving or starting your businesses. So in this short presentation, I'll be walking us through five most known principles that I believe I've used, and at the same time, I believe if you use them, it will enhance and improve your businesses to make your business to be more focused and at the same time to avoid common beginner mistakes. And you are going to be building a business that has baraka and at the same time a business with a purpose. So this principle are not just theory or tips from books or from reading. It is a real world strategy and timeline spiritual wisdom that I personally use, and I believe if I share it with you, it may be beneficial for you as well. So, without wasting much of a time, let's begin. Number one is mindset. I know this is not the first time of you hearing the word mindset, which means your mind must be set before you start your business. It means your mind is the foundation of your business, your intention, your niyyah. Your intention will definitely shape the journey of your business, and then it's going to affect the outcome. It's going to affect the outcome result of your business. You know, as a Muslim, seeking halal income is an act of worship, right? It means business is not just about making money. It's not about all just making money. So if you start with the right intention, then it's become ibadah. Yeah. You provide value, you earn halal income, and at the same time you are serving people, then it's become worship. It's become out of it's become ibadah. Okay. So many entrepreneur or many business owner just jump into business without asking Allah for guidance. So this is also very, very important. You don't make that kind of a mistake because who owns the business? Allah. Who owns the money you are looking for? Allah. Who owns you personally? Allah. As I speak, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says I should disappear, I will disappear and nothing will happen because He owns me. Correct? So if you are looking for success without seeking it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is just like a movement, it's just like a motion without meaning, right? So if you want your business to become successful, powerful, and at the same time you want your business to be successful, then you need to have a right mindset. You need to have a very strong tawakkul. You need to be sincere. You need to have a strong strategy. And then at the same time, you need to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because وَمَا يَتَوَكَّلَ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. So if you are looking for success, then You have to have a very strong mindset, relying on Allah, and we all know unto Him we all return. Now, this is the first thing that is very, very, very important. And secondly, is you and you. You build yourself, and at the same time, you build your business. I think this point is quite very, very important. And a lot of business owners are making mistakes. They only want to build their business, but they don't want to build themselves. You know, you are the engine of your business. If you are running on empty engine, how do you want the business to survive? Your growth is equal to your business growth. Yes. Your growth is equal to, is not equivalent, is equal to your business growth. So if you want to build a very strong business, you cannot build a very strong business on a weak foundation. It will not work. The business will struggle. So don't just jump or don't just work on your business. You also have to work on yourself. You have to do both. If you work on yourself, but you're not working in your business will struggle. If you work on your business and you're not working on yourself, your business is struggle. You have to work on yourself. You have to have discipline. You have to show up. You have to be hardworking. There's no alternative to hardworking. You have to understand time management. You have to have confidence. You have to have clarity, you know? Because in business, people don't just buy your product or buy your services. They buy you itself, you, the owner of the business. So your energy, your mindset, your consistency is quite very, very important in the business. And before I move to the next slide, I want to mention one important point, which is very, very important, is 80% of your results come from sales. 80% of your business results come from sales. So you need to learn how to sell, right? And to sell comes from where? From confidence, from clarity, from connections. You have to connect with your customer, okay? So this is quite very, very important because business is personal. So personal growth is also part of the process. You need to build yourself, then build your business. You have to do both. This is also very, very important. Then number 3 is choose one business and focus deeply. Yeah, this is quite very, very important. And I can see many business owners, even including me before now, fall into that kind of a category. It's a big mistake. It's a very quite big mistake. You need to focus on one, master one before many. When you are just starting a business, you need to focus on cash flow, which is quite very, very important, which is the first goal. I will encourage anyone that's going to business. Your business, you have to focus on cash flow, not branding or website or logo or scaling, no, or multiple businesses, no. You just have to pick one and at the same time, make it profitable. Then you can now be looking for other source of what? Other source of income. Because focus is power. Yeah. Focus is what? Focus is power. You know, businesses can be categorized into like 3 categories. We have like infant, we have intermediate, and at the same time we have advanced, right? So when you are in the infant stage, it means your business is you. You cannot leave your business. If you leave the business, business will die. But when you are intermediate or in advance, then you can leave your business for some time because it's working on that. Your business is being run on the system. Then you can monitor it. But in the infant stage, you cannot leave your business. And I heard from many people that speaks about income, source of income, quite says that you have to have multiple sources of income. The wealthy, they don't have one income, but they start bringing examples of business owners that have multiple sources of income. But I used to disagree with them that if you're a starter, if you're just going into business, you need to choose one first, one product, one business, one channel, one solution, one customer avatar, then work on it for 365 days, make it profitable. Then you can now look for that second source of income, third source of income, and the rest like that. It means you have to choose one, focus on it, make it profitable. Then you can now add additional source of income. Now, number 4, which is quite very important, I name it to be why. You say, don't go into business because of making money only. Because if your why of going to business is only to make money and you're not making money, then you will struggle. Then you will be demotivated and you will close up. Because the purpose of you going to that business is for you to make money. So you need to look for another why you are in that business. If you don't have it, you have to look for it. You have to look for another purpose. In leadership training, they will tell us that if a why is strong, then how become easier. So money alone is not enough for you to motivate you to start your business. Because when things get tough and you are not seeing the money you started the business for, then you will be discouraged. So money is also part of it, but money only is not enough. You need to look for a powerful why you are starting the business. For example, maybe I'm starting a business, I'm a father, I'm building a small business, not just to have income, but to leave something behind for my children. Then that is a strong why. So whenever I'm having any struggle or my business is bubbling, I'll think about my why. Then I will wake up again and go back to my business, irrespective of what is happening there. I hope you are getting my point. So that vision will keep me going, and even during slow months or slow uh, income, I will still have more and more energy to go back to my business, which is quite very, very important. And there's a usual saying that purpose is what keeps you standing when pressure comes. Purpose keeps you standing when pressure comes. So if you don't have purpose, the pressure can bring you down. So before you build your business, you need to build your why, which is very, very, quite very, very important. The next one is your business must solve a problem. If you are doing a business or you are about to start a business, your business must solve a problem. Business is not just about you. It's not about solving a problem. It's about solving a problem. People are not just ready to buy from you simply because you are selling something or because you have a service or because you have a product. It's all about people don't buy products. They buy solution. People buy solution. So no one pays you just because you are passionate about your business or because you are selling something. I just have to buy from you. No, no. They are buying solution from your business. It means they are paying you because you are solving a real problem for their life. And money follow what? Money follow value, right? And value comes from solving a pain. Value comes from solving a problem. So if you're in business, you have to define what problem are you solving. Okay. You have to understand that. You have to understand the problem you are solving, and you have to solve the problem better and more than your competitor. So, because business is a service, it's not about ego, it's not about capital, it's about impact. And, money follows solutions. If you have a very good solution, people will pay you for your solutions. And if you solve a real problem, then, or if you solve a real pain, money will find you. So, this is the message today. I don't want the video to be more lengthy. Thank you very much for your time. And then, inshallah, I'll see you next week. Thank you.